Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 43 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of fans are really looking forward to is the fact that J.J. Abrams will be introducing many different pieces of Jedi, Sith, and Force lore that's going to be used as a way to benefit many of the characters like Rey and Kylo Ren in this story from start to finish of Episode 9. And on top of all of this, we do know that this movie is going to be a film that's not only going to be by far the most emotional one out of the entire sequel trilogy, but that also J.J. Abrams aims to make this the darkest Star Wars film there is out of the entire Skywalker saga, which honestly I think is going to be a very hard task to complete. It all depends on how everything is going to be executed on the big screen. Now, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren are said to be traveling to the abandoned headquarters of the First Order, where it's described that Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren are in search of knowledge that was hidden by Supreme Leader Snoke, with his original throne room based on a world over in the Outer Rim. It's explained that eventually Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren make their way over to Snoke's throne room within the original base, where they discover many secret artifacts that Snoke left behind. It's explained that Kylo and the Knights of Ren come across a broken lightsaber hilt that once belonged to Snokes Apprentice. It's explained that Snokes Apprentice before Kylo Ren went by the name of Dante many years ago, and that Snokes Apprentice Dante went missing after traveling over to the Beyond, which is said to be the most powerful force nexus in the galaxy. It's explained that JJ wanted to throw in a couple of Easter eggs related to Snokes Apprentice as the character would be explored in the new expanded universe in 2020. Additionally, it's said that Dante was a dark side user very much like Kylo Ren, however was not a Sith at the time before his death. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why this is a very intriguing part about Episode 9, the fact that they are tapping into Snoke's backstory a bit, especially with Snokes Apprentice being named Dante. Now, you guys may recall, if you guys read The Last Jedi novelization and even researched other canon material that connects over to The Last Jedi, is that Snoke, at the very least, had one apprentice before Kylo Ren, so far that we know about in canon. And this canon character is actually said to be named Dante. Now, what's really intriguing about this is that Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren are said to be the ones responsible for discovering Dante's broken lightsaber within Snoke's original throne room that is going to be explored in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, within The Rise of Skywalker, we do know that the Knights of Ren are going to be a big part of this movie. They're not going to be a mere cameo. They're not going to have a small scene in the movie. They are going to be with all of the characters from start to finish of Episode 9. They're going to be with Kylo Ren. They're going to be fighting Rey and her crew, and so on and so forth. So, I want to go over Snokes Apprentice. Now, Snokes Apprentice, Dante, was actually said to be a dark side user, but not a Sith Lord, very much like Darth Vader, or Darth Sidious, or Maul, etc., right? Now, it's said that Snokes Apprentice Dante went over to the unknown region, specifically over to the Beyond, and never returned. So, that's a very interesting story. It really does make one wonder exactly how did Snokes Apprentice really die that really led to Snoke, in need of a new apprentice that eventually became Kylo Ren. Now, we're not quite sure exactly how long ago that really was when Snokes Apprentice was killed off over in the unknown regions. By the way, this will be explored in future canon material in 2020 in the forms of books, novels, comics, you name it. They're already tapping into Snoke's backstory a little bit as we speak in that comic that goes over Kylo and Snoke's training on the world of Dagobah. You guys may have seen that, where Kylo Ren is training on the world of Dagobah and the cave itself explodes. I mean, it's a very interesting story. So, the original headquarters of the First Order, that's another side of the story that I think a lot of fans want to know more about, is that originally Snoke actually planned to rule the galaxy on the ground and not being mobile. So he wanted to actually use the First Order as a base on an unknown world over in the Outer Rim. And this is exactly where his original throne room resides, where all the secrets about his apprentice, his master, and everybody else resides. And that's what I like about this film, is that J.J. Abrams really wants to introduce a lot of lore in this movie that's really going to be expanded upon in, let's say, for example, a book or a novel or a comic in 2020. such as also like the visual dictionary that's going to be released for The Rise of Skywalker, and even the novelization in March of 2020 is going to expand all of this as well. So we can see that J.J. Abrams is trying to be very ambitious with Episode 9, not just by introducing new Star Wars lore to the Star Wars fans, but also expanding off of what we already know about from, of course, The Last Jedi novelization. You know, in The Last Jedi novelization, that's all we really know about Snokes Apprentice, is that Snoke at least had one apprentice, and that was it. Now in The Rise of Skywalker, we're learning a little bit more about that, and exactly what's to come in the future. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.